Hey, this is Kurt the Boat Doctor. I'm still doing videos. Anyway, 29, going through all the electronics. Now what we're going to do, since we kind of get the gist of all this, I'm just going to go into menu. I'm going to go back into, what I was going to do on that one is go into this one. And that shows I'm navigating. I'm going to go up, stop panning. That will bring me back to where I'm at, right there. Hit options, change chart. So I can't do that because I'd have to go into radar overlay, heading hold. Oh, I kicked it off. So I want to go standby, and I want to go like this. So when I was doing this, I messed up and got off of that head. Okay, so now I disengaged it, right? So I can engage this. Now I'm in autopilot, but it's just in heading hold. So I can go to options, view back, or I can go into menu here, engage route, global sensors, back, menu, pattern steer, orbit, circles, U-turns, search, orbit. Wow, this has a lot of different ones on it. Cloverleaf, search. No, we don't want that one. So anyway, I should be able to go back in and follow that route somehow. So let's go back into this. Let's go back into autopilot, toolbars, autopilot, gauge up here bigger so I can see it. Pattern steer, zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Okay, go back, engage, follow route. So that will bring me back on there. So I knew you could do it that way. And then you look up there and it's bringing you back. So now what we're going to do is go close this out. And then we don't really need, we got autopilot here. We don't need media because I could just hit the toolbars. But anyway, I'm going to get out of that and I'm going to go into radar and I'm going to go to this one. So now I can see what's ahead of me, plus I can watch where I'm going. It's bringing me back to my route. Now this will bring me right back to Charleston. So I can dink around all I want. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up the auto trim and stuff. Oh, okay. So we're doing a 7.49, right? I can actually bring that speed down. I want to get it down to about 6 miles an hour, 5 to 6. There's 700. We're at 5. There you go. Then you go back here.
And ridiculously down. Too, they condemn.
And this is fuel injection.
We are
now that's too loud. Remember?
That's a joke. Okay.
I can bring that volume down.
I know Jim.
Just trim this down.
Well, we're both kind of outdoorsy guys. We're all New York City kids, but we
just like that. Started, fuel injected. Put it in gear. Give it some gas. Come back up here. Shut this thing off. Boom, boom. Shut the motor off. Shut the motor off. Shut the key off. Now the autopilot is on the kicker motor. So we're on heading hold, follow route. Okay. Now the heaters, I kind of think I went through that with you, but okay, this you can feel is cold. I'm gonna have a cold water pretty quick. And of course the heaters, just hit this until the lights flash. Take your finger off. That means it's lightening up. This should be on, that should be off. So this, pretty soon this and this is gonna be on, and that's good. If that's flashing, that means that it didn't ignite, so you do it again. But if this and this keeps flashing, you better call me. It went into a fault mode, because what happened, you need to let this, where this gets red and solid, you just don't all of a sudden start it and shut it off. You're gonna throw it into a fault mode, or if you kill your batteries as well. So that's how that goes. I'm going to finish letting it do this. Now this is your inverter. See how that fan kicked up? I got it plugged in here, and like I say, you can have your coffee pot, a little air conditioner, the new AC things that I've seen on TV. I got one in my office. So now we're on the kicker, on the autopilot, and then what you could do, if you're up here, you're fine, but you can take your control, wherever I put that at. Got too much stuff, oh, right here. And I could put, it comes with the lanyard, and I could slip it in my pocket. That means I could walk anywhere in this boat. I could be back here, fishing, it would be in my pocket. And now I'm following the route, but I could see how it's doing this. I could change that direction or disengage that autopilot. And then I could go back to menu again and go in to follow my route. So say I didn't have time to get from here to there, I could just hurry up and just turn it 10 degrees over. Or just go like this, point and shoot and hit this one. So it's kind of nice. Then you have a radio back there without a big unit, just plugged in here. Okay, so we're gonna put this here. So now that we got all this figured out, now we're on the kicker, of course. So now what I could do is I could turn the key on, but and this is gonna turn on. I still have my gauges back there, but this is gonna power up and it'll say neutral. That way, if you ever have a doubt, it goes in neutral. If that switch is on, you can look up here at that gauge. Or you can do this. And then, I went back on that. See, I went like this to make it enlarged. Okay, so, okay, see neutral. So then I come back here. Oh, I gotta get a drink though. Then I go back here. Then say I didn't want the radio back here, or I just go to toolbars. I want to see my Yamaha gauges, 5.5. So then I can enlarge that by doing that. 49 tells me volts, everything. And it shows that I'm in neutral. So now what I can do, I can go back here, but I have to come up here. You could have added start-stop switches back there so you didn't have to do this. But I'm going to fire this up. That's running, and they're in neutral. So then I come back here, I hit station. If that's solid, that's good. But if it blinks and you go to put it in gear and it doesn't go anywhere, that means you have that in neutral. So then, of course, this isn't going to show that up here. But you can just turn around, it's in neutral, or one was in gear, I got to change that. But I'm going to hit single lever, put this in. Now, this is running right here, so I can bump it up a little bit, I can kick this back.
One short haul return flight, less than 1,500 kilometers.
There you go. Now I can bring that back, shut this off, trim that up.
So if you want to go over and visit your, say, cousin over in Italy, you'll get basically...
that way the wind didn't blow me over and I could just maintain that course. So then I trim it down just a hair. So then, now again, I can hit this down. Now I can speed it up. You can see these RPMs going up. Now I could take this, now right now I want to go faster. So back here, I want to get out of autopilot. I just hit close. Right here, I can hit standby. Now I'm off of autopilot, so I can run this. So now what I can do is bring this up to this speed if I wanted to. Then I can hit engage, my autopilot, I can hit this. Then go back to my toolbars, hit Yamaha. Now watch this, I can bring this up, see my speed. And I can put a tag back here too if I wanted to, so I know what my tag's running. Or if I want to decrease it, I go like this. Pretty neat, huh? So what I'm going to try is this real quick. So we're right here. No, I didn't think so. It won't show all the readings like it does on that CL5. But that's cool. Just bring it back. There's a lot to remember, but once you get used to it, know where you want to go. So then we go close. Now bring it back to where I was at. So I'm on single lever, of course. You don't want it, you take that off. But now you can go to trim assist, which I'll show you here. So this is in neutral. You can, when you're walking up here, look at that gauge. Yeah, they're both running. They're in neutral. Then come up here, get your stations. Now I'm going to put this on trim assist right here, and I'm going to go single lever. I'm going to pop this up. I'm going to put my compass back right now. So now watch the trim gauges. I'm going to go back toolbars, Yamaha, bump that up. Fuel trim right here. See, watch this gauge right here. I'm going to give it some gas, and I'm going to heading hold. I'm going to stand by. I'm going to kick the autopilot off. 3,900 to 4,000. That thing should start trimming. Okay, so I'm gonna go 39 and wait. There's 40. I'm gonna start trimming the boat. See how it's trimming up? Now I'm gonna balance it out with the trim tabs. Now I'm gonna go a little faster. See how it's trimming up? We got this one fine tuned actually. If I want an autopilot gauge, I'm on autopilot. Trim it up. Disengage. See? Now if I kick this back, watch. That's gonna automatically trim your motor trim down. See how it's dropping it? So it's dropping your motors down. And then when I speed up, they're raising it, so you could be a rookie. And that does everything for you right there. Then I can shut that auto trim down. I can take that. So when I'm coming into the dock, I will kick that single lever off so I got control, because I can steer with these. So if I keep that motor straight, see right now, see how the boat's going to the right? Then I just kick this one in a little bit, bring that one back, and I can keep, it's just like a Bobcat. I can steer with this. So if that steering went out, I could get back on these. See right there? All right, kick this one back. And see how it's going to the left?